Well, here we are, buddy. About to go out and do a doe waylay.
Yep. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So what we got going is late doe season. I usually lock up some type of deal with a grower that has issue with a lot of deer on their property. And this particular spot where I'm at, a good buddy of ours, I was telling him about it, and he's like, man, we actually got the same thing going on. And so we stumbled into this spot here, and it's been awesome for us every year. So Ab and I are going to go out tonight, and we're going to get set up here and get the cameras going for you guys, and we're going to try and pull a double, maybe a triple. We'll see. We're going to do our best, knock down as many as we can. This late doe season, I got friends and family and some other people that can use the meat, and I love to go out and do the shooting and taking my kids, and it's just kind of a fun time of year to go, to take it easy and see what you can bring down. But generally quite successful at this hunt, so I'm excited to bring this one to you, and stay tuned. Hopefully you guys like the footage. Here we go. All right, buddy, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's rock and roll. As we ease on up in here and get set up, if you glance across the field there at that woods, it's kind of a peninsula that sticks out, and there's some crepe field that goes around it, and the deer usually come out into that crepe. It's about 110 yards across, and we've been seeing a lot of deer come out to the left here inside that cove, beside the tree line here that we're sitting on. And then sometimes they'll come out right in front of that little spot there. So we're just going to try to get things set up here in anticipation of where they're going to come out. We noticed some activity, and so I got the camera zoomed in to see these deer that popped out of this peninsula, kind of out at the front end of that woods that we were looking across at. They grazed through that crepe, and they're kind of cutting to our right. So we're going to keep a close eye on these, kind of see what they're doing and where they're headed. Those deer eventually got out of our range of sight and kind of disappeared off to our right. I kept an eye out over there to see what was going on, and saw some activity again and turned to take a closer look here. Noticed that they kind of hung out in the field. They didn't take off and go across, so I continued to keep an eye on them. At this point, I realized they had started to head back this direction, so I got us flipped around and set up and started to get him ready to take a shot over here to our right. In this footage you can see does are starting to kind of work their way back to us. They cut across the open part of this field. They're heading right straight for the tree line he and I are sitting in. So we're scrambling to get set up here before they get close enough to realize what's going on. As these deer got a little closer, I realized it was a doe and a younger doe. So we weren't going to go for a double shot here. I was just going to work on getting him lined up and getting a shot at the one that was a real nice one. So I'm taking a closer look here at that other doe that split off of there, and letting my son know that I probably won't be shooting it because it's too small. Just making certain before I pass and let it run off. If you look in the screen there, you can see it taking off now, bounding into the woods. At this point, my son pointed out that there's some more deer back in the cove here coming out of the woods, so we're trying to spin around and get adjusted here
I'm trying to get my bipod extended so I can stand up to shoot and get into position here and potentially take another deer. If you look at the bottom of the screen here, there's 2 deer, one to the right and to the left, and I don't know if it was the adrenaline running or what, but I ended up taking the smaller one on the right.
Two babies. Tagging your doe, homie?
Yep.
Oh man. That was a nice shot, dude.
I know.
What do you think? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? You looked pretty awesome on camera. It was fun watching you do it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was fun doing it too.
What do you say to Mitch?
Thank you for letting us hunt your property.
Pretty lucky you know good people like Mitch, ain't you?
Yeah.
Sarah's alright too.
She's alright. There she is.
Alright. Rock and roll. Really good. Splash of blood. Oh man. You know it's a good hit when you can see blood in the dirt. Just a bruiser. Yeah, big old doe. Grab her, bud. Grab her. Yank her head out from under there. She's stiff?
Yep.
Look at that. What a shot. What do you think, buddy?
It's nice. My first doe in my life.
And it's a big doe. Look at that. Nice. I like it, dude. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
There it is, homie. Nothing like a little late doe whacking, huh? What a shot, dude. You crushed it. Crushed it.
I thought it was a bad shot at first. I'm not used to them running.
Careful, look at that blood all over you. Dude, that's awesome. You just like to shoot them far away, so I got to drag them, don't you?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. I could use the exercise. Dude, it's sweet. I'm so proud of you, man. You held steady, waited for a good shot on her, and when you took it, man, you smoked her.
Yep.
You outshot me. That one I saw it, I thought it was a little bigger, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just a little girl, but oh well, they all eat the same. I'm sure the people we shoot these for appreciate all the meat they can get.
Yep.
It's awesome, man. What do you think?
I like it. It's a nice deer.
What do you think of your hunting season so far this year?
It's been pretty good. I got a nice buck about opening day, actually. And I got this late doe.
It's awesome,
It's
man.
been a great year.
Heck yeah, you're so blessed. We both are. I get to share these moments with you. We get to share it with them.
Yep.
So cool. Just a bruiser. Well, let's get this sucker gutted, drag her back, get her out of here, and got a couple more days. We'll come back out with your sister, and you got one more tag. We got you one more doe tag to fill.
Yep.
And then see what we can do. It's definitely a good evening. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Congratulations, partner. Love you.
Thanks. Love you too.
All right. I'm gonna take this light.
Want me to lift this up like I did last time?
Yeah, I'll just wait for me to suit up here.
Oh yeah, you need me to hold. I'd say I did a good job on that one.
Oh, dude, that was a poke, man. Nice shot.
Look, you can see its guts hanging out. You think you can find some lead in there? You're gonna find some?
Oh no, I blast straight through, I'm sure. Love these gauntlets. These are awesome.
This is a huge doe.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
I didn't realize how big it was. Oh, come on. Oh, we need to tag it.
Oh yeah, get that tag out. Ready?
Hold on.
Put the light down. There you go. Go this way. Go around the heavier part of the leg. Go right. Like that. There you go. Good job, buddy.
We don't want DNR sneaking up on us.
Yeah. Jerks. Alright, you got it?
Yep.
So see how I'm grabbing on her nipples there? I know it's kind of funny to talk about, but you grab on those, and you cut all around that. Those got to come off. Just like with the male, you got to cut his dank off first. And you see where the meat meets right there?
Yeah.
You just cut straight down, and that leg falls open. See how that works?
Yep.
And you keep a patch of hair all the way down. Okay, get that off. And you grab here and cut down both sides. Be careful not to cut into the hams. These are the hams.
Yep. It's one of the best meats.
Yep. And then you go down and you gotta look, because you gotta cut around her hoo-ha and you gotta cut around the butthole. And once you get down to the butthole, you gotta cut in around that bone.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Feel right here. There's a bone right there. You feel that?
Yeah.
That's the bone you're gonna cut around. So you cut down past the butt. And this is where you gotta make sure you keep the angle of your knife in nice and straight so you don't cut across and cut this. You wanna leave this intact and you leave a little bit of hair here. So when you get to the last part of gutting, you know that you pulled the guts out because this hair comes out this way.
Yep.
Cut that down. That relieves the muscles so this lays open. You got a nice gut hook with your knife, but I just hold them open like this, and you go all the way up to the chest bone. And you hold it up away from the guts so you don't get the gut stabbed and get that stink coming out.
Does that do anything to the meat?
Yeah, if you get the guts on it, you gotta wash it off. But if you're careful, you won't mess with the guts. Get up to the chest. Now if you look in here, see this right here? See that flap of skin?
Yep.
You're gonna cut that skin down both sides of the ribs.
Uh-huh.
And that'll release all this stuff from the deer. See that? Just
Yeah.
both sides. See all that blood coming out? It's because you got both lungs. Might even got the heart on this. But you gotta cut both sides. If you don't cut both sides, the gut bag don't come out. Okay?
Yep.
Then you're gonna reach way up in here. I don't know if you can see. See that heart right here?
Yep.
You're gonna reach and grab the heart, and you'll feel over top of that, you'll feel the trach. Okay? And you're gonna carefully take your knife up against the top of the rib cage so you don't stab your hands. And you cut down through that trach. And if you feel, you start to pull, there's a big blood vein in there. You gotta make sure you get that cut too. Toss your knife off to the side so you don't lose it. And while holding that same piece, there's the trach I cut, okay?
Yep.
And then that blood vein I was talking about is right here. See it? you'll feel that'll stay there. You got to cut through both of those. Then you can start to pull this out while holding onto that trach. See here, this meat flap. Keep going. See how it starts to let go?
Yeah.
Now you get to, this is that cavity I was having you cut around. You see it? You get that meat broke loose. If you can't do that with your hands, you just take a knife and cut it a little bit. But you leave this. This is the bung. Everything that leads to her butthole. And there's that hair I told you to leave to make sure you know you're done. Now you know you got everything out. Get these guts out of your way. Good fertilizer for Mitch. Clean these fat chunks out.
Think that'll actually fertilize?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Now, you use these gloves, ball them up like this. And usually, what I like to do, when I get to this point, I take the knife, close the knife up, wrap it in there, pull your glove off over top of it, and now your bloody knife is covered up, so you can put it in your pocket, not get blood all over your pants. And make sure this hit some plastic. You can put that in your pocket and you don't get everything all shitted up.
Good deal.
All right, then if you want to grab her, tip her up, blood out of her. Show you a trick. Show you a trick with the sled. Tip it up like this. Grab her legs. Both sides. And just tip the sled back. That's it.
That's a giant doe.
No struggles. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
Now I gotta drag this thing for you. Well, here we are, heading back up north. We were supposed to take a couple days off from this Doe Fest weekend, but it was supposed to rain today and it ended up snowing, so we're darting back up. We're gonna do another afternoon hunt. So what do you think, bud? You ready to cheat a little bit, shoot a deer in some snow?
Yeah, it's perfect, except the wind.
Yeah, wind's a little off, but we'll figure it out. Just a different strategy.
Yeah.
Ready to go. There's deer coming already.
As we were walking up here, you could see there were deer. We're sitting on the front side of that peninsula that we were looking across at the day before, and that's a tree line there that we were sitting in, straight in the back of the picture here. You can see there's the bipod I use. I leave that fully extended while I'm walking so that I have the ability to make an accurate shot if we ease up on something. I'm sneaking around here to look back into the cove, and there are some deer moving around inside of that back part of the woods. So I'm going to signal to my son here to ease up nice and quiet. We'll get set up on this corner and see if we can get them, see if we can wait them all out. We ended up sitting here for a few hours before we had any activity, and then once it started, it kind of was real steady, and I threw some clips together here for you to kind of see what was going on. And a couple different times we had quite a few come out into the field, and I was waiting for the whole herd to come out. Usually we'd get anywhere from 10 to 40 deer out in this area, and I wanted to try and pull a double. And probably should have let my son shoot some of these that I have footage of, and I'll let you watch here. But again, I had him hold off probably too long. Probably should have let him take some of these shots, or at least one of them. Right now there's some deer moving just inside the woods out there. I'm glassing and explaining to him where they're at. He's trying to find them in his scope. Really just trying to get ready. It looks like there's a nice herd of them here that are about to come out. This deer you're looking at, you can't really tell here, but if you look through glasses, it's a small buck, like a 4 or 6 point. Being it's late though, we're not going to be trying to get any shot at this, but he's fun to watch. As you can see in this frame here, there's one to the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. But if you look back inside the woods, you're going to see a lot of activity. There's a lot of deer working their way out. And here's where I was hesitating. I was waiting for all of these deer to come out and feed so we could get a good line on a couple of them. And with Avon being to my right, it's kind of hard to get him around on these first two, or his first two good ones, I should say, in this smaller group, because they're tucked back into that corner. And where I'm sitting with the camera, you can see him well, but Avon couldn't get a shot at these. So again, I hesitated. Probably should have just let him shoot one on the outside instead of going for that double, but it was early and I had a good feeling that it might pan out, and we'll see how this night goes. If you look in the back there through the trees, the woods is really coming to life here. There is a couple different medium-sized herds coming out, and at this point it looks like we could potentially get about 20 or more out into the field at once. Switching pans here, some more started coming out into the field from the left around the edge, far edge of that piece of woods, and starting to get late here, so decided there wasn't much time left. The ones on the right took off and ran back in, and I'm going to take a shot at these two here that you see. There's one here on the right side. It's hard to see, but right when I shoot, watch what happens here. You see that puff of steam come out? As soon as that bullet goes through, it punctures the lungs and that steam comes out. Here's a close-up. Always get the tags filled out before I head out over to the game, especially when I know I have one down. Don't mess around with not tagging.
Perfect shot. Nice job.
Yeah, bro. So, yet again, the good Lord blessed us, huh?
Yep.
This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. Love it, love it. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
All right.
Sometimes you get distracted by the antlers. Sometimes it's more fun shooting does.
Right.
Going out. Retrieve the deer. Tag it up. Then we're gonna gut it. There it is. Third deer.
All right, homie, here we go. Round 3, heading back up north. See if we can lay down another doe.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm excited. I love shooting
Yeah?
them. How about you?
Can't wait. Live for it. It's even better now that I'm taking you out. I used to do this all the time by myself. Now, got my right-hand man with me. I love it.
Me too.
Yeah? It's too bad your sister's got other sports going on. She could be out there with us.
Yeah.
Oh well, there's time. We'll get her out again.
Yep.
All right. Stay tuned.
So this afternoon, we get out, and a second ago you saw me look off to the left. I could see through the woods. Because of the wind, we were sitting on the north end, and I seen a lot of deer out in the same place where they've been coming out, where we had been hunting, and wasn't sure if anything was going to get them coming this way. So we set up here, and eventually you'll see I decided to pack up and go do a stalk. And when I did that, I didn't have a gun cam at the time, so I don't have any footage of shooting this deer, but we did end up shooting a deer on this hunt. It just without footage. So I'll be showing you a picture of that deer here, and we'll be transitioning to the next day.
We are day 3. Really grinding out this late doe season.
Is it day 4?
Is it day 4? We have Saturday.
We shot. No, you're right. Day 3.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start over.
Two on the first day.
Right, it's day 3. Okay. All right, here we are. Day 3. We're really grinding out this late doe season. Headed back up north. Yesterday we were working at getting some good footage, and things just kind of got away on us, and I ended up going and doing a sneak through the woods, and we were successful. We got another deer, but we didn't get any footage of it. But we're doing pretty good. First day we got 2, second day we got 1, yesterday we got 1. Headed back up. Wind is perfect for a good sit this afternoon, so we're looking forward to this one. What do you think, buddy? You ready for another hunt?
Yeah, I'm ready. Excited.
Yeah, me too. Been having a blast hunting with you, dude.
Me too.
This driving back and forth is kind of aggravating, especially last night in the snow. Holy crap, that sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. Just have to get through it every now and then.
Yeah. All right, well, you guys stay tuned. We're gonna bring you some more footage today.
We were able to get Taylin, Abin's sister, out on this hunt. Unfortunately, everything that moved through for them moved out a little too far. If you watch in the back, as they're looking through their scopes, you can see some deer moving through in the distance, but kind of a bust day. We've seen a bunch, but just couldn't get anything in the scope and put a bullet through them. So moving on to the next day.
Last day. Missing my little man today. He's up north with his ma skiing. I'm gonna go back out to this woods. We've been hunting. I got a couple tags to fill, so I'm just gonna put on some camos and ease through the woods and see if I can't get a couple more of these does down. But hopefully my buddy Mitch will be meeting me out there and he can be on the other end in case they come out. Look forward to bringing you today's footage. See you guys out there.
So Mitch wasn't able to meet me out and set up on the far end of the woods, so I just did some spot and stalk and moved through as quietly as possible. And, yeah, the camera you're looking at is on the end of my gun, and there's a lot of footage. I just decided to bring you the 2 shots that I made, and in the last frame you'll see there's a deer that got away, almost got 3 down hunting this way. It's a pretty cool way of doing it. Been doing it for a lot of years and pretty effective. Just ease through when there's low cover and not a lot going on in the woods. And when there's a lot of snow, it makes it easier. It's easier to hide with snow camo, but you can do it either way. As long as you got a good line of sight and the deer are herded up, it works pretty good. That deer dropped on the spot, and the group that was with it kind of went to the right and then circled back around left, and I moved over into a little bit of a better space to try and get a view straight across. I saw some openings that they may pass through, and I was fortunate enough it kind of cut back and ended up giving me a shot, which you'll see here in a second. Was another solid shot on that deer as well. I watched it run off to the left and pile up behind some logs. I noticed there was another deer moving, so I moved into position to try and get another shot at this 3rd deer I'd seen. And you'll see here in this end clip that I wasn't able to get a shot at it. But that wraps up the season, and I really hope you like this video I threw together for all of you. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, everyone. Have a safe season.